What's up, everyone? This is Trisha Victoria. I wanted to do a quick tutorial on how I would edit with my TVP Mobile presets. So I have 3 packs of presets that will work for any lighting scenario when mixed together, but each pack is going to have its own strengths. So I've selected some images to kind of play around with. I won't do all of them, but basically one thing I want you guys to note is that it is important that you start off with a strong base. It doesn't need to be the best photograph in the entire world, but an image that is well lit with great lighting or just not bad lighting is going to be easier to edit over and over and over again. No preset in the entire world will fix a crappy photograph, unfortunately. So it may help it, but it may not fix it. So I've chosen images here that have really good even light, that are very easy to work with, and when I would typically take pictures. So I like to take pictures indoors. I like to take pictures when it's overcast outside or at sunset, and when the light is not complicated. None of the photographs that I like to take are typically in the middle of the day outside where the sun is blaring and the colors are saturated so that everything looks like a nuclear forest. So keep that in mind when you go to take photographs and edit them, that you are going to have your strongest images come from really good lighting scenarios. So let's get started. I'm going to pick this image of Karin here. Hey Karin, you babe. So this is how Lightroom functions. When you pick an image, you will have this little panel that slides. So you want to slide over all the way to the right and find presets. Go into your presets and you will find where you have saved your presets. So if you do not save your presets in a preset group, you will find them under user presets. Excuse me, I already saved my presets into the groups according to their preset pack. So it just makes my life significantly easier when it comes to organization. So this particular image, I'm going to edit with the Whimsy pack. I'm going to select Whimsy 1 because I know that's what I'm going to like for this. So here's your before, here's your after, one click. I love it. Whimsy is going to give you a dreamy, creamy kind of a look. It has been inspired by my dream pack of desktop presets. And yeah, so one of the things I want you guys to notice is there's a bit of harsh contrast on the bottom left corner of that photograph. And you'll find that the whites are a little bit more complicated when that happens. But one of the great things with the Whimsy pack is that on an image that's relatively well lit, despite these things, it will correct it very quickly and easily, and you won't notice it as much. So here's your before, here's your after. I love it, and I wouldn't do anything else. So that was one click. Let's go into this little image. Oh my gosh. Remember what time he was little? Go over to presets. I'm going to choose Whimsy again. I'm going to go Whimsy 1. So here's your base. It's a little dark, right? So here's your before, here's your after. We know that the image started off dark. So I just want to increase the exposure for this. So I'm bumping up that exposure. I'm going to go into color. And I'm going to cool it off a little bit or warm it up. No, let's warm it up. I like the warmth. So here's your before, here's your after. And that was 2 or 3 tweaks that I made to the image, and I'm very, very happy. Let's go into this image. Okay, so this is a great image to show you how some of the presets will function differently. So one of the biggest things I try to do when I decide how I'm going to edit a photograph is determine the mood that I ultimately want to have displayed from a photograph. So let's go into presets. This is going to work really great with the Whimsy pack. Whimsy is, it loves a lot of white. So it's going to work great for images that have lots of soft things in it. So Whimsy, one click. So we've got a soft, dreamy kind of a look with that. And then if you go into the Bright pack, the Bright pack works just as well, but gives you a completely different look. So here's your before, here's your after. The Bright is going to give you a punchy, clean, contrasted version of what the Whimsy pack did. So there's just lots of color that is in this that the Whimsy wouldn't, but it's also going to give you a completely different feel. So yeah, just determining what feel you want is going to help you determine how you want to edit it. Let's go into this image of my boy. I know for a fact I want bright. So that's one click. Here's your before, here's your after. I'm going to go ahead and decrease the exposure just a little bit on that. So before, after, and I'm going to cool it off. There. I'm really happy with that. And to be honest, I was actually really happy with one click as well. So really, it was just kind of a matter of if I felt like tweaking it. So be mindful of that too. You don't always have to tweak the crazy things out of things, the crazy out of the photos. But I find that the more you tweak, sometimes the more endless than that can feel. So let's see the bright. This is another great example. So this image is going to love the bright and the whimsy. Here's your before, here's your after with the bright. I didn't do any tweaking with that. Not Medley. Let's go into whimsy here and pick whimsy 1. So loving that. The only thing I would want to do with this is increase the exposure a little bit. But yeah, like, I don't know which one I like better. They're just different. So one's a lot more punchy contrast and vibrant, and the other one's softer, dreamier, and kind of sweeter. So it's just kind of up to you what you think you like best. Let's go into this. I'm going to go whimsy for sure. And I know right off the top of my head, I want whimsy 5. So here's your before. Here's your after. Made that fall photo really soft and sweet. One click. Didn't do anything else. Let's go into this. Over to presets. And I'm going to choose the bright pack for this. Okay, love this. I'm going to, so one click. One of the things I like to do is check in with my before and after. So that way I can kind of keep the integrity of the image true. So this is a little too bright for my liking. So I'm going to decrease that exposure just a little bit. Yeah, I'm liking this better. I'm going to go into the color and bring some blue back in because it's a little too warm for my liking. And I'm loving the direction. I'm going to go back into the light and take the highlights down and the whites down just a little more. And then if I feel like being really picky, I'm going to go into selective all the way to the left. Tap that, hit the button on the top left, and the brush. So I'm just going to paint over the area that I want to be really picky about. So that red is just going to indicate that when you make a change now, the change will only happen where the red is. I'm going to go into the light and I'm going to decrease the exposure just a little bit and bring the black details down a little bit as well so that we can bring those words and make them pop. So very subtle change, but at least we've got more details in it now. So here's your before. Here's your before. Here's your after, and I friggin' love it. Very clean and punchy and beautiful. Let's see what I want to edit now. Let's go into this image. Okay, let's do something from the Medley pack. And I sometimes just randomly tap until I'm happy, and I'm very happy with Medley 4. Here's your before, here's your after. Go into the light. Bring up the exposure a little bit. Boom. Done. Love it. Let's go into this image by Cat. Okay, so I have to be honest with you guys. I automatically just have to straighten this because it drives me nuts. That exposure or that crop was just so crooked. And it's all I can see. So let's go into the presets. By the way, Liz took this photo from behind the scenes, so thank you, my friend Liz, for this beautiful shot. I'm really into 5. Let's see what that looks like. But I think I actually might prefer whimsy or bright. Yeah, whimsy's cool. It just needs to be warmed up. Yeah, I like bright. Let's do bright. Here's your before. Here's your after. I wouldn't even personally tweak that. I love it. One thing, you guys, I want to tell you. So let's just say you feel like the color is too bold. Instead of going down to saturation and desaturating it, undo that, do it in vibrance. Vibrance often is just a more subtle version of doing the saturation or desaturation. So it's going to do it in a lot more subtle ways, and then you won't find that it changes the overall image as drastically. So pretty happy with that. Love that. Kat is just a genius. She's the best boudoir photographer I know. So anyways, okay, let's do this image. I'm going to go into the whimsy. Love that. Whimsy 2 is my favorite for this. Light, increase the exposure, decrease the contrast, and increase the shadows. Yeah, super cute. Very happy with that. So here's your before, here's your after. Love it. I really feel like I should show you some more of the Medley. So I'm going to go into this image. Medley is really diverse. So Medley is going to give you the best of every world. There's just no scenario you can't find to work for Medley. Whereas the Whimsy and the Bright Pack are really designed to work best for clean images and images with lots of white in them, and just where you want a dreamy or specific look. But Medley is going to have lots of different looks. So let's go Medley 1, Medley 2, Medley 3, Medley 4. Like, I mean, I don't know what I'm going to pick here. 5 looks really good. 7 looks great. I love Medley 1 because it's very vintage-y. It's very different from the rest of the presets that I have. So I might just choose it for this. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. I really like that right off the bat. Perfect. Okay, let's do something with Medley on this image. I really like that. That's that vintagey one. This is really clean too. Like, I really love that. Okay, I actually just really love Medley 2 on this. So I'm going to go ahead and choose this. Decrease the exposure. And I'm going to cool it off. It's a little yellow for my liking. Perfect. And I might actually add some pink into it. That's it. Okay, there. Boom. So cute. I mean, I could literally edit every photo in here, but I don't want to take up too much of your life. So basically, I want to just let you guys know that these presets are going to work best, again, for scenarios with good lighting. Like, any preset's going to work best for good lighting. But they will work on pretty much any image. Between the 3 packs, you will find exactly what you need. So yeah, I am really in love with these, and I really believe that you guys will love them too. Let me know if you have any questions or would like to see more tutorials, or what you would like to see in another tutorial. I'd be super happy to show you. I definitely feel like I want to show you guys this. I can't even handle the new iPhone 11. Okay, so here's bright 1. One click, obviously it's too yellow. Take the exposure, or the temperature down, and the exposure down just a smidge. Before, after, boom. Oh my gosh, it's just like, I'm obsessed. I love it. It's so good. I love that bright. Yeah, so I don't know what I was saying prior to this, but if you want me to do more tutorials, let me know. I would be happy to do that. I hope you guys love these packs, and yeah, thanks for joining me. Bye.